Hey guys, it's Mike with the King Arthur Legends Rise video. We're trying to get our 60 hearts on Talos. I've been sitting on 59 this entire time. We've got basically today and a little bit of tomorrow. By the time this video launches, just probably a few hours to get that 60 hearts. I'm really just looking to get the selector chest for those rudiment memory something or others. So selector chests where you can get those gold crystals of the champions. But when you get every multiple of 10 of hearts, you get like an extra little kickback on those guys there. So I'm really hoping that the RNG just works in my favor and I can get to 60 hearts instead of 59. But I think I am sitting comfortably in the top 10 for my group, so I should be getting 2 more of the relic pieces for Arthur. I think that brings me up to 8. I can't remember if we're moving on to the Frost Relic after this update or if we have one more coming in with the Storm. If we have one more in the Storm and I'm able to stay in the top 10, I would actually be able to get Caliber and Arthur's Storm Relic, which would be super exciting if we can make that happen. But we're moving back over to the Frost, and I'm kind of playing around with getting close to that as well. So hopefully things worked out in my favor there. But this RNG is sort of starting to look like it might make it. Usually somebody has died by now, so hopefully we can just get those last 4 hearts that we need right there. There's one of them. And he's still holding his knees, catching his breath because we smacked him pretty good. This is the best team that I have for Talos, at least that I can put together. Obviously, Storm, Caliber, and Arthur would be a huge win here, as well as some folks are using Storm Bodwin or some of the things in that nature. But I just don't do enough damage with the off affinity Caliber and Arthur to make it happen. But I think that should do it. We should be able to get back around and get to the 40 or get to 60 hearts based on that, unless Arthur goes down right now, which he might. I don't know, but I think even still, oh, he did, he went down. I think we still might be able to get it, hopefully. Uh-oh, there goes Morgan. We're falling apart. Come on, Anya, you're my only hope. Get it done. You got 10 turns. Oh, please. Oh, I need to take it off auto. This is ruining me. There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead. We do not need to heal, so we're going to go over here, get some extra. I think you get attack on that A2. Nika's too fast. That's probably part of the problem, too. We set a new record, but it doesn't matter if we don't get that heart, so we need that heart. Hopefully we can get it. That didn't do it. That's not good. Let's go ahead with an A1, see if we can attack. That did nothing. Anya's about to die. Oh, we got 1 turn. I don't think Anya's going to do it. I think she reset her big ability, so I think it will come in here. But we don't have defense down. Come on, no! So ridiculous. So, hey, we set a new record. I needed probably 9,000 is what I needed. I need to get to probably 9,300,000. Anyways, I'll keep fighting at that. We're going to get those 60 hearts. But in our group here, we are sitting at level 6. If we take a peek real quick in the group status, let's see here where we're at. So we have 212 hearts available, and top 10 is 139. So there'd have to be quite a few folks that would have to jump in front of us to make that happen. So I'm feeling pretty confident we're going to be okay right there. We might even squeak back in the top 5. If we do a little more damage with that and get that extra heart, it'll poke us right above this guy here, so that'd be kind of fun. But that's where we're at. So on my team here, we did get to 81 hearts after doing Hild's Chivalry 9. We got that extra effect resistance on the account, and then I got an extra heart out of that. I think I was kind of close to getting 2, so it could be worth running that and just seeing if I could get 2. Did step this up pretty dramatically. I think we were right around 61, 62 hearts, something like that. We got 10 or 11 hearts by upgrading some of these champions and moving some gear around, specifically getting damage going on Urians here, and then speeding Vala up. That really made the difference for the Thrym team. And then on Talos, we're kind of just hodgepodging stuff we have that kind of works, but unfortunately 59 right now is the best I could do. I did go back into Forbidden Dungeon on normal and try to beat Padarj in a quicker fashion. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the rankings here. So I did get into, where am I at? My 8th turn. Oh, in my group. In my group, I made it up to 3rd place, which is pretty exciting. Got her down in 8 turns. The team I used was the recommended. Let's see here. So I basically used Legendary Morgan, Calvin Arthur, Anya, Nika, just those 4 that you see right there. And that was able to get me done in 8 turns, which is pretty cool. In hard mode on Forbidden Dungeon, I'm going to finish 4th. So I'm not sure exactly what the rewards are in here, but should be pretty cool as far as getting that done. This is the first time that I've finished in the top 10, because it's the first time I've actually beat all the way through stage 50, which was pretty good. So got 34 turns in the Wrath of Zeus, that's my clan there. 34 turns in that B50 dungeon, and it took me 5 minutes, so I came in just a little bit ahead of some other folks there, but I'll take it all day long. So hopefully we see some cool rewards come in there, so we can jump over here into the shop and purchase some stuff up. One thing I've noticed in the clan shop with getting the extra logins from all the clan members, I think you get 500 tokens in there, which is pretty solid. It just helps you step these up a little quicker, so you can start getting some of these relics that you want on your account. One thing I did notice on the clan war is this is probably going to reset before we start getting tokens. So I'm going to miss out on being able to purchase some of the things that are in here. So it might make sense that really hone in on what you want to get and only get those things, and that way in the off season of the clan war, you'll have these tokens available to buy the memory stones, which are probably the most important thing in here. So that just kind of, maybe some food for thought. On the arena tokens, we're stacking these guys up as well. We have gotten Tristan all the way to Chivalry level 9. After that, we'll probably work on getting Sergius to Chivalry level 10, and then Florentius to Chivalry level 10. I have been buying this stamina, probably not every day, but pretty occasionally, as far as just trying to get some extra stuff on the account. We kind of went through. You can see I got a lot of these tokens stacked up for Forbidden Dungeon Normal. Don't have very many over here in Forbidden Dungeon Hard. Probably could get some of these guys, or the talismans probably wouldn't be a bad idea. But we are going to be resetting the Forbidden Dungeon here tomorrow. So that'll be a big win. Like, once that happens, there's a lot of resources as you're leveling up and going through there that come on the account all at once, which is pretty fun. Go ahead and get this going in the background so we can start accruing some stamina again. But ultimately, we got the reset coming in later today. By the time this video launches, I'll actually be out of town till later, so I'll try to get home and get a video out as far as what's going on in there. I went and checked Netmarble and the announcements. They've announced that there is a update coming in tomorrow. But just the generic update stuff. So even if they just switch out to a new banner of a used character or whatever, they always make that same announcement. So there's nothing guaranteed yet. They have been going on a pretty good run as far as introducing new characters into the game, as well as new content. We've got the Hall of Conquerors. We got new bosses within the Hall of Conquerors. We got the Dimensional Rift. So they have been doing quite a few things over the last probably 6 weeks or so, which I think is pretty nice that we're seeing that come in. This last week before update is kind of a stretch, but it does give you time to work on your account, assuming you have stuff to work on. I have been really pressing my account in as many areas as I can, just trying to get as many hearts and Hall of Conquerors and getting through some more in-game content. Dimensional Rift, I still have not been able to get through all 15 levels. I think this time I'm on the 13th level and I can beat one of the stages. So I probably spend a little extra time in there getting that done. But, it's just one of those things. I did make a lot of progress in Forbidden Dungeon this time around, so I was pretty excited about that. Also made a lot of progress in the amount of hearts. I think this is the first time I got over 200 hearts on Hall of Conquerors. And it's the second time, hopefully, that I make it into the top 10, which will be pretty big as well. So that extra stamina starts to help me stack up some gold. I had 40 million gold when I came back from vacation, and I promptly went through all of it. But I'm tired of being broke, so I'm trying to get ahead of the game on that end. If we go into the item box, we take a peek at some of these things we got on here. We can actually do a 10 pull of the flame relics here. We got 20 pulls here. So let's go ahead and see what we can get on the account today. If anything exciting, that is a Urians. He is fantastic for Thrym there. Let's see if we get lucky. We did not. These guys here are stacking up, and I'm leveling up these relics as we go. So at some point, there's a rare one. That's not too bad. At some point, we will be in a pretty good spot, and we can start selling all those excess relics again. But it probably is going to take quite a bit because you need a lot of copies of those relics to make it work. 60 away from pity. We just reset the storm relic there. We are not even close to pity. We just got a flame relic as well. Let's see if we need it. Maybe we just get lucky. Maybe we don't need it today. I'm not sure on the special summons either where we're at with pity, but not on the relics right now. So we got we got 4 rares. That's going to be pretty solid there. Excalibur. That's going to be a good one there for Arthur, and then quite a few over here as well. So that's pretty good. We'll take those. We'll get those on the account. We'll get this 10 pull going. Not really hoping for a lot here. A rare would be great because we can sell them in and get some tokens. We didn't get a rare because we pulled up with one hand. We know we're not getting a rare. That's a bummer. So we're gonna sell those in and see what we can do on this special summons. We're 30 away from pity. We got 22, so we're gonna pull 20 right now, and hopefully it doesn't send us all the way to pity. But if it does, then we'll be ready for that on the next 10 pack we put together. So hopefully we can get it in the next one. We got 1 rare. That's pretty brutal. I could really use some rares as far as selling in the shard shop because I oversold and I have been struggling to get that rate up summons every day. Hey, we're not going to pity. We got that legendary on the account. We got, I think, Lancelot, Merlin. Who else we got in there? I think we still have Hild in there. 2 rares as well. That's awesome. Let's see who it is. Your wings, that is Hild. That is awesome. So that is a Chivalry 10 Hild. She is now complete. That's going to make her more survivable with that HP as well as the elemental benefit, which is going to be a pretty big win for her. So I probably am going to have to go through Blazing Gorgos again just to see if I can get an extra heart or 2. Why not? So we're going to go ahead and get her off of the wish list now that she is complete. That is going to be her 10th Chivalry. And I think we're going to add Iweret back onto the wish list there. Try to get her up to her 8th Chivalry as well. She kind of has a pretty big upgrade at that point. These champions are kind of the oldies but goodies, but it's like every time I look at them and they're not on Chivalry level 8, I get frustrated at myself for not working through them. So I'd like to get these guys all to Chivalry level 8, then start swapping in my Brennan, my Vivians, Bedivere, Sigrun, and start trying to get some of those old champions all the way up to Chivalry level 8, and then I can come back and start maxing some folks out. But I think that for the oldies but goodies, that Chivalry level 8 is just such a massive upgrade to their kit that, I didn't save it. That would have been a bummer. Pull another one of those and then end up selling it. Okay, there we go. And then let's jump over in the shard shop, see what we got going on here. I was able to buy the rate up summons today, so that's pretty good. We're going to select all here, exclude there, and okay. And that should be pretty good. 400, so that'll get me that rate up summons for at least the next 2 days. Actually 3 days, because we got 46 of them there, so we'll exchange that, and that'll be pretty good. You do get a lot of summons in here, so these tokens do stack up pretty quickly once you start getting back at it. But you gotta pull, you gotta summon, and assuming we get a new character tomorrow, I've got my 60 locked in for that first copy of that character, which is pretty exciting. But let's jump over on the Hild build here and get that Chivalry dialed in. We're going to get that extra 10% HP as well as the elemental compatibility, and we'll get that going on her. And I think we'll probably just take her to level 70 if I have the experience. I know I have the gold because I've been putting it together. Yeah, we've been stacking up that experience as well, so that's going to be pretty good. Almost 1 million to upgrade her. That's brutal. But I think that's about where we're at as far as what we could do today. Just getting ready for reset. Going to be kind of poking around, seeing what we can do. I'm going to go ahead and run one time, just see if we get lucky on the Hall of Conquerors, and I'll bring you back in with Hild at Chivalry level 10 and see if we can set a new heart record. Alright, quick check in here. We are almost to 50 hearts at 150 turns, so I think we're setting a pretty good pace here. The struggle here is I really didn't add a lot of damage to Hild going to that 10th Chivalry. She really just gained durability. But the 5% element compatibility or enhancement or whatever, I think is going to translate to 5% extra damage when she's up against flame enemies. So that could actually be the little bit that we need to get a little bit further. But as I'm looking at it, it doesn't see, like, it's hard to know how much harder she's really hitting on each of these turns with all the variables that come into play. But we'll find out at the end if we can get past 80, what was it, 81 or 82 hearts. But we'll see if we set a new record. But so far, we seem to be on pace. And at the end of the day, as long as she survives the entire time, we should be in a good place. Although I had to run multiple times to get the RNG where she did survive all 200 turns previously. So I wouldn't expect this to be substantially better, but hopefully maybe an extra heart or two. Well, this is kind of a new one. Merlin went down. That's actually pretty surprising. We went down around turn, I don't know, 58 or something like that. So it's pretty unfortunate. Probably going to start dying off here. So I gotta say that we were on pace to do some magic. I mean, we had another 47 turns to go through, and we needed 4. So I think that if we are able to keep everybody alive for the duration, that would have been pretty good. But once Merlin went down, and the rest of the team just kind of fell apart. But I'll run that back a few times, see if I can get that done, see if I can get 60 hearts on Talos, and then get ready for the reset and start it all over again. But I think that's about what I got for you today. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me all the way to the end, getting ready for reset and seeing what's going to come to the game tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be pretty good. We got a red dot over here. What's going on? Let's 3 champion, 250 rubies, crystals, not bad. We'll take it. We got Padar's Sanctuary all done. That's there, and then now we just need to do how many do we need? 12 legendary heroes at level 70. That's going to take a little bit of time. These rewards aren't very good up here. These ones are pretty good. Maybe not that one so much. But yeah, at least we're getting some memory stones down here. So, but getting to 12 is going to take a little bit, and then we also get this guy up here. But anyways, I digress. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.